Hey family, it's Brother Rasan, back live at the Galactic Studio. We're actually on part 4, Akashic Records, unlocking the secret universal knowledge and nature of the Akashic, including prayer, guided meditation, and Akashic tarot readings. Chapter 4, Past Lives. Beyond the physical action that contribute to our existence, have you often pondered a more intricate explanation of how we came about as human beings? Perhaps it's the innate curiosity of the human mind and the belief that there must be something more to our beings other than the hard facts that we know about. The cycle of life. We are born, we go unwillingly through a life filled with a myriad of possibilities until we eventually perish. Simple truths that no one, no matter their beliefs, can dare to challenge. However, to some, the idea of this isolated incident in which every human walks their own path in life alone does not seem convincing enough. They believe the realm of spirit to be far more connected than what our earthly minds could possibly understand. Many Eastern religions that originated in Asia, like Hinduism and Buddhism, are based on their dichotomy of body and soul. Just because a person dies does not mean their soul follows. Instead, it continues in some other form or shape. Building on the concept of soul continuity, modern religions emerge, such as theology, theosophy, which was established in New York in the United States sometimes during the late 19th century. Theosophy and other later religions teach that each single human thought, action, or feeling that takes place on earth, whether good or bad, is recorded in a metaphysical memory system known as the Akashic Records. Beyond merely keeping records of the aggregated doing of mankind, the Akashic Records are thought to have an intense effect on the way we live our lives, our relationships, and the kind of future we attract. Those who subscribe to the validity of the Akashic Records argue that accessing our records can divulge information about their past lives, hoping that it might help them to have more control over their destiny based on their lives they are leading. Accessing the records is no longer exclusive to certain individuals regardless. Regular people can seek guidance to do so on their own. In this chapter, we're going to focus on exploring past lives through Akashic Records. So if this is your first time reading about this record, remember to keep an open mind to get the most out of your reading. The significance of past lives in the Akashic Records. Based on the beliefs that the human soul is indefinite, and that the Akashic Records holds data about what has been, is, and will be. You can learn about your past lives through accessing the records. Getting to know about your own soul past, where it has been, and the lives it held can help you identify why you have certain feelings or how you cultivate specific behaviors. You must have heard the saying that you cannot know where you are going unless you understand where you have come from. By allowing you a peek through the past, the Akashic Records can help you go through life with more conviction. To put it in a more romanticized manner, past lives are the chance for your soul to get it right. By living multiple lives, your soul is on an eternal journey. The continuously improve until it finally reaches a state of higher being. Buddha himself is to believe to have had close to 1,000 lives before he reached enlightenment. This underlying glorification of redemption is not foreign to all earthly religions known to us as humans. When it comes to matters of the soul, nothing is absolute. Maybe it is our egos that initiate the idea of continuity of our souls. Our own rejection of the possibility of being done and stopping it to exist once and for all. The idea of past lives, however, reference futility and a kind of immortality that suppresses our physical bodies. Does everyone have a past life? This must be one of the first questions that cross your mind. When you first heard about the Akashic Records, you must have heard about theories of reincarnation and how many people strongly believe that they used to be someone else in a past life. Although you might think that such people have an exclusive connection with other worlds, if you pay closer attention, you can find tons of rather tangible clues that support the validity of the claim. Think about the feeling of the familiarity that you experience when you meet some people for the first time. Why do you think you seem to connect without any prior interaction? What about the concept of deja vu? You go to a place you have never seen before and meet people you have never knew existed, yet somehow it feels like a playback of memory stored somewhere deep in your psyche. There are never any clear explanations about this unnatural phenomenon, no matter how they are commonly dismissed as myths, occurrence. Furthermore, the special bond you have with another person or infinite towards a place is more evidence that your soul has already met or visit them before in another life. It is not easy things to wrap your head around if you haven't been down that road before, where you choose to entrain your inquisitive mind. However, when you buy into the idea that everything holds a meaning, you can discover a lot of simple opening your eyes and preparing your senses to analyze what's happening around you. Akashic past lives readings. Now that you understand more about the theory of past lives and how you can benefit from such knowledge, you must know what to expect from the Akashic past life readings. Maybe you are at the point in your life where you feel so overwhelmed by noise around you that you decide it is time to look into yourself. Maybe people waste so much time trying to control circumstances and outward events that they do not have any power over. And only a few reach the realization that all they must do is focus on themselves. Seeking to access Akashic records is the way of adopting the notion that your past, present, and future coexist together somewhere that you can reach. To find abundance and good fortune in your life. Once you decide to go through with this plan, you can choose to do a guided quest as mentioned above. Or you can take it upon yourself to request accessing the records. Later in other chapters of this book, you will be introduced to a step-by-step guide on how to access the Akashic records and have your own reading. However, for now, we want to focus on the role that past lives play in the Akashic readings. Reaching your past lives can be very useful when you are looking for answers that do not exist in your current life, why certain fears are holding you back, or pinpointing some patterns in your relationship with your loved ones. You have the option to visit either your most recent past life. This is the life that is closer to our definition of time, or the life you have right now. Your most significant past life, this is the one that seems to have the greatest effect on your current one. For some reason, the experience that transpired in that life resonate rather strongly with what you are going through now. Your soul's past life of choice. This past life is that your soul freely chooses to revisit. You might not get the chance to know why, but if you like, you can come back to it later in future readings, to look for answers about this specific past life. As we mentioned earlier, there's a reason and a meaning behind everything. So it is always a good idea to dig deeper. It will help you get to know more about yourself and your soul's travels. Past life regressions versus past life readings. In past life regressions, you get the chance to experience your past lives in a fuller way by going under the hypnosis of a specialized therapist, and get to live vicariously through that period. Although it is more intricate and often deeper insights, past life regressions are relatively expensive and usually take multiple sessions before they can be fruitful. Not to mention having to endure the inconvenience of being hypnotized. Past life